Talk about the Foreign Legion.
Sure.
Was the Foreign Legion, do you believe, trying to kill you?
Yes, that's why I reported it to the correct officials in government. That's what I was told, and I handed over that information to Tulsi Gabbard's office. I also passed it off to Trump's office, Donald Trump's office, and that's all I can tell you. I wouldn't be able to probe any evidence because I don't have the power to do that. I'm not the federal government. I just told you someone who was high-ranking in the French government, right?
Who's nameless?
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
But
so there's good reason to doubt this.
It's not a conspiracy, though, if I then took it to the federal government. Like, you can't just go out there making a claim to the federal government. You can get in trouble for making false statements and things of that nature. I was told this, and this is the evidence that I have, and I'm willing to have that conversation and write the email to the correct government body that deals with this. Like, I can't hack into Emmanuel Macron's bank account. Right? I said there was a paper trail that Macron allegedly paid $1.5 million. And I am saying allegedly because until I can physically see with my own eyes inside of these accounts and verify the transfer of that payment, it's of course alleged. But then you go, well, where's your evidence? It's like, well, my evidence is that I reported it. I did the right thing that you're going to do. So if somebody calls and says, hey, Andrew, there's a viable death threat against you, and that person definitively has the rank to be able to tell you this, and you say, well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to report that to the feds. Then I go, what's your evidence? It's like, well, I got the information and I gave the information that I got from who I got it to the right body of people. And that's what I did. I feel a sense of urgency right now in the wake of me having learned that France apparently paid for my assassination and that the French Foreign Legion was apparently involved and on the ground at UVU on the day of Charlie Kirk's assassination. And we should probably begin there. In short, this person claims the Macrons have executed upon and paid for my assassination. Further to this point, this person claims that Charlie Kirk's assassin trained with the French Legion. Person claims that Charlie Kirk's assassin trained with the French Legion 13th Brigade with multi-state involvement. Journalist Xavier Poussard's life is also at risk. This is deadly serious. The head of state of France apparently wants us both dead and has authorized professional units to carry this out. I ask that every person retweet and share this, but I have more specific information which is definitively verifiable should they care to reach out to me. Did I report it to the White House? Of course I reported it to the White House. Did I report it to the FBI? Of course I reported it to the FBI. Did I report it to our counterterrorism unit? Of course. Well, first let me say I did not at all hear back from the FBI on the American side. I did hear back from the counterterrorism unit. I did hear back from the White House confirming that that message had been delivered on Trump's desk. Trump's office never got back to us. Trump's desk, me saying that I had the information. I guess he didn't want to inquire further, which is interesting. But the FBI left me on red. And I will say I didn't go through an official channel and send an email, and I should do that. But I did send a text message to somebody very high up who received the text message. No response.
Or Trump.
Tulsi's office, yes.
Tulsi's office. Are you giving them who told you that, or you're just saying, here's what I heard from somebody?
And I have this information.
Sure.
And of course, if they wanted to open a file on it, which I thought was quite mysterious, that Trump's office never got back to us. It was kind of weird about maybe they're not the correct office too. I did receive a response from Tulsi Gabbard's office, but I don't think there was ever any investigation into what I said.
So the call was, hey, I've been told the email.
I didn't go through an official channel and send an email.
I've been told the email.
Yes.
Email was, I've been told
I have information, that the French Foreign Legion was on the ground during Charlie's assassination, and that, it was a lot of information, but I will say I didn't go through an official channel and send an email, and I should do that.
You didn't give specifics who it was from.
Not in the first email.
Their position.
That's why I did it in writing.
And so I'm glad that's the case.
Yes.
Because so
right away in Trump's office, Margot got right back to me. She said it was on his desk. So he has. Trump's office never got back to us. Trump's office never got back to us.
This is a separate. This has got nothing to do with the debate. This is more on.
Well, I sent the email, assuming that's you saying you go and you make a report. You think they're going to come back to you and say, "Hey, what's more information? We're investigating this," and that didn't happen, and which is what I raised.
No, I'm
asking,
did you send
especially
the source
because this was at a time where they were saying that they wanted to explore every possible lead. I even texted Dan Bongino.
But
so actually, it was three offices.
Let me ask one question.
The executive office, Dan Bongino. and Tulsi Gabbard's office.
Okay.
Did I report it to the White House? Of course I reported it to the White House. Did I report it to the FBI? Of course I reported it to the FBI. Did I report it to our counterterrorism unit? Of course. I reported exactly as I
trying to
received
embarrass
it.
you.
Report, like, I mean, I've never made a report with the federal
But when
government.
you did,
It's not a conspiracy, though, if I then took it to the federal government. Then you go, well, where's your evidence? It's like, well, my evidence is that I reported it. I did the right thing that you're going to do. I will say I didn't go through an official channel and send an email, and I should do that. But then you go, well, where's your evidence? It's like, well, my evidence is that I reported it. So what are we to make of that, you guys?
So there's good reason to
it's not
doubt
a
this.
conspiracy. If you were one of the people online who believed for a single second that it was even a remote possibility that I simply made up a French assassination attempt. I know what my gut has told me about this situation from the moment that it took place. I know what beyond my gut and beyond my dreams, the statement from Andrew Colbert, it was supposed to be you. Was it? Was it? Is it fair to ask the question if it was literally supposed to be me who was supposed to be back on tour with Charlie? Did he say no to killing Candace Owens? And then did he become a liability because he said no? I don't know, for like attention or something. I sat around and I said, I'm just not getting enough attention. How can I start a global conversation about me? And then I came up with this idea of creating fan fiction where I imagined myself as the victim of a multinational state plot to murder me. Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.